Hello again, this is Michael, and today's video is entitled One Bite at a Time. Yes, one bite at a time, just like the cute little graphic that I sent along with the cover letter for this video. And what it is a distillation of the 42-minute plus video that I sent to you last week. It is Go-Rilla's take on social media and digital video advertising. Now, the information was so important and so vital that rather than trying to get you to watch all the way through the 42-minute version or the condensed 13-minute version that I sent the other day, I decided to maybe chop it down and cut it into segments, into bites, if you would. Okay, so what I've done is I've cut the video down into those 8 segments that I mentioned. They're the most important segments, but I do suggest that at some point in time you do watch the entire 42-minute infomercial that I had sent out before. So you can watch one at a time, you can sit here and watch 2, but I have a feeling that after you take one bite of this video, it's kind of going to be like eating potato chips. Okay, you can't eat just one potato chip. So I have a feeling, a sneaky feeling, that once you get into the video and once you watch one bite, maybe 2 bites of it, you'll find yourself watching the entire video. So as they say in showbiz, on with the show. And now, let me tell you a little bit about the camera techniques that I use in this presentation. In the past, I purposely looked slightly off camera. That's a production technique. You see it in the movies a lot. You see it in your favorite TV shows. But this stuff is dead ass serious. Okay, so I am looking at you and hitting you straight between the eyes with everything that's included in this video. It is that important. So, first off, here is an overview of how I look at digital video advertising and how I would incorporate it to improve and to make your advertising and marketing plan one of the best, no, the best in your marketplace. Okay, so let's start off with digital video advertising. To me, it is going to be your most powerful weapon that I'm going to be talking about throughout this presentation. And I can't stress enough how important it is to have good, comprehensive, solid digital video advertising in your advertising and marketing tool belt, if you would. And I can't even stress how important that is. But only when someone knows what the hell they're doing. Okay, my people know what the hell they're doing. Okay, we're not going to bring you the stuff that everybody else is doing. We're going to bring stuff that works, stuff that's innovative. Okay, so that's another part of the Go-Rilla guarantee, is just the excellence in what we bring, put up on the table for you. Okay, so when it comes to the digital video platforms, the primary ones that we're going to use, we may use a few more, but the primaries will be pretty much in this order: Hulu, YouTube, Netflix, and probably Amazon Prime. Okay, they all provide good good frequency. Okay, they're relatively low cost, and we're not going to reach a ton of people there. We're going to reach tons of people with our television and radio advertising, but we're going to get a lot of frequency in advertising on those platforms, the Hulus, the YouTubes, the Amazon Primes, and the Netflixes out there. Okay, so I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. Now, let me take a minute or two to delve into YouTube specifically. Now, there is a much deeper dive into YouTube in the 42-minute version, but I'm going to take a minute or two to get into a little bit of the meat and potatoes of how YouTube will be a very, very vital and strategic component to your overall media mix and to your marketing plan as well. I'm going to take a moment now to zero in on YouTube and my plans for you and your dealerships on YouTube. Now, we'll be using a lot of YouTube. There is no doubt that it's a great format for us. We can use 15 and 30-second commercials there. But in addition to that, okay, I am going to completely reimagine your YouTube channel. And if you don't have one, I will create one for you. And it's free advertising, baby. Why not do it? Okay, some of you are doing it. Some of you have YouTubes. And when I look to try to see your current commercials, there's been no content added in almost all cases in years. A year, 2 years, 3 years. I mean, that's free stuff, baby. We're going to advertise on YouTube. Okay, we're going to generate traffic. We're gonna take our web traffic. Okay, we're gonna take our web traffic. We're gonna actually advertise on your landing page. Like I said earlier, the landing page is very important. Okay, we're going to drive traffic to YouTube to see current and previous commercials, and like I said, it is free advertising. Now, also, what we need to do is, in the first 5 seconds of the commercial, they've got to know it's your commercial. Because one of the disadvantages of both YouTube and Hulu, to a degree with Hulu, is that they can zap your commercial. Okay, does your current agency even know that in the first 5 seconds that you have to get your message across? Okay, your USP, your unique selling principle, proposition, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so that is what Go-Rilla is going to do for you. So, are you still tracking with me? Okay, so far so good? Are you still with me? And if you are, you probably like everything that I've said thus far and could relate to it and could see how it could help build your dealership or your dealerships, whichever the case may be. Okay, now, as I said, I might say some stuff that you just don't like. Okay, and I said you might cringe, and you probably will if you fit into these categories. So hold on to your hat, because I'm going to be absolutely 1,000% upfront and honest with you on this. These are my feelings, and for some, maybe a lot of you, this is going to go counterintuitive to what you believe and what you're doing. But, like I said, I am here to help you sell cars. I'm not here to get you internet lead counts and stuff like that. Do you realize, and you probably don't, or you wouldn't be throwing your money down the toilet, do you realize that the average car dealer, now this is the average car dealer across the entire country, they have bought so much snake oil and drugs from from their agencies and from the platform vendors in the past that as of just a couple of months ago, this statistic is valid. They are spending 80% of their internet dollars to generate 5% of sales. Is that sinking in? Let me say it again if that didn't sink in and kick you right in the gut, or maybe a little bit lower. Dealers on average are spending 80% of their advertising dollars dedicated to internet and to sources like Google and things like that. 80% of their money to generate 5% of sales. Doesn't make sense to me, and now that you know it, it certainly should not, could not, will not make sense to you. And now I am going to get into some of the unadulterated truths, absolute truths about social media advertising that they do not, will not, in any way, shape, or form tell you about it. But, this is the unadulterated 100% truth, as I see it. Now, about social media, okay? Social media is about friends, right? Well, let me tell you, social media is not your friend. Okay, Facebook, Google, they're not your friend. Okay, and here's why. Their algorithms are designed to kill you. Okay, they are designed to make you spend, and then spend some more. And for those of you who get bad guidance from their ad agency or directly from Google or from Facebook, man, they are really doing you a disservice. Okay, as I say, Google and Facebook have their place in your budget. Okay, but, and I'll tell you about that in a bit. But the bottom line is their algorithms are designed to kick your ass, to make you spend, as I said earlier. And the other kick in the gut, or once again a little bit lower than the gut, is they restrict you so severely on the content of what you can post on there in terms of static ads. Okay, now on video ads, they'll allow you to do whatever you want with video as long as it's legal and not against the law or stuff like that. But they charge you a huge premium to do that. Okay? They know that you think that you need them. Yeah, you do, but maybe not as much as you have in the past. Go-Rilla will help you with that. We'll help you stop wasting money. And now, I am going to get a bit controversial. I am not afraid to get controversial and take a stance that differs from the mainstream. Other people in the advertising agency business or the media vendors that sell and promote more and more of your buying of social media. So again, I'm not afraid to be controversial. But the bottom line is on Facebook, on Google, on Twitter, on Instagram, and maybe to a smaller degree, a couple of others, Okay, we are going to have a presence there, but it's going to be a presence that makes sense. It's going to be a presence that has a purpose. I'm going to focus a little bit on Facebook. Okay, number one. Okay, and this is, when I get finished, you won't think this is number one. You'll think it's number two, and so do I. But I just wanted to start off with this. Okay, number one is Go-Rilla will totally reimagine your Facebook page. Okay, and we're going to update it daily. Okay, with things like pertinent information. We're not going to be talking about, the knippling pins or the rotary feedbacks or any of that crazy ass stuff. They call it content marketing. We're not, let other people do the content marketing. Let them educate everybody about how many knippling pins or how many bolts are on your tires or wheels or whatever. Okay, we're going to be selling there. And on Facebook, one of the things that I'll be doing with you is working directly with a manager or managers, and we'll have a featured pre-owned car every day. Okay, a great deal on a pre-owned. They'll shoot the video, okay, and I'll put it together and I'll put it on Facebook for you. It's very simple how to do. Okay, it's no different than placing classified ads in the past, but I'm willing to do that. Okay, no extra charge, no charge for that. Okay, I am willing to do that because I'm willing to do whatever it takes for you to sell more cars, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, the whole 9 yards. Yes, I'm ready to do all of that with you. Okay, so that covers that. And now, my secret weapon. The thing that I talked about in earlier videos and kind of, I guess they call it a teaser in the advertising business. The thing that I teased you about to get you to watch the entire 42-minute video was my Facebook secret weapon. Okay, maybe you viewed it, maybe you didn't, but whether you did or not, here once again, I am going to talk about the Go-Rilla secret weapon for Facebook. Now, okay, I'm going to talk about something that Go-Rilla has and nobody else has. Okay, it's a Facebook secret weapon. Nobody has it because it really hasn't been launched fully yet. I worked very, very closely with the developer of it, and I will be putting your dealership or dealerships on it, and it costs pennies. Okay, it doesn't cost dollars. It's going to cost you pennies, and we'll be using it primarily for service. We'll use it to a degree for parts. We'll use it to a degree for sales. Okay, and this is something that when I said earlier that Facebook and Google are not your friends, we have found a way. I didn't find it. Okay, I'm using it because I helped them develop it. But we found a way to take advantage of all the friends out there and do it through, it's not a pyramid scheme at all or anything like that. It just builds. It builds geometrically. And you will be amazed by it. Okay, I can't get into it now, and I won't get into it now. I won't let the cat out of the bag until you hire me. It's that simple. There are a million good reasons to hire Go-Rilla. And now, to conclude this video, kind of like if it were closing arguments in a court case. And in a way it is, because you and or the dealer or managing partner are the judge and the jury as to whether or not to talk to, take a presentation from, and hire Go-Rilla Advertising, Marketing, and Productions. So take a look at this. I will bring all of that experience to you and my drive and desire for excellence. Okay, we have made together, my clients and I have made over 100 clients in my career millions of dollars. And that's not millions of dollars collectively. Each and every one of them made millions of dollars implementing the concepts, the ideas, the strategies that I brought to them in previous agencies that I've owned and previous agencies where I've been president and partner with. So I guess I'm going to close here right now. Video got a little bit longer than I thought I wanted to have it, but I think everything was important. And now's the time to hire me, okay? Again, we talked about the chip problem, and a lot of people are holding off because of that. I understand that, okay? But, okay, I said that I'm only going to handle 3 to 5 clients. If you like what you've heard, if you like what you've seen, and if you like my intensity, my fierceness, my drive that I'm displaying in this video, then I just think the choice is simple. Okay, change is difficult. Okay, change is difficult. It's going to be difficult to let go of your agency, especially if it's a friend or somebody that you've done business with for a long time. I understand that. But again, business is business. And as I said at the top of the video, I mean business. If you mean business too, then we're a good match. Okay? If you're ready to do what it takes to roll up your sleeves and get her done, as Larry would say, let's have at it. Okay? Let's do it. Now, let's be ready when the inventory situation is alleviated, the chip situation is a thing of the past. COVID, what the hell with COVID? People are out and they're buying and shopping already anyway, here in Florida at least. So if you want to get on board, let's do it. Okay, I'm ready, willing, and able to do whatever it takes to make you successful and make you one of that 100 plus clients that I've worked with together. And it's going to be important. It's going to be important that you have whatever input that you have, whether you're the dealer. I mean, if you're the dealer, if I'm talking to the general manager, you're going to be a vital part of it. And, your sales manager, your used manager will probably be important as well for some of the Facebook stuff. But I just can't be any more clear. Okay, so if you're ready to do it, okay, if you're tired of mediocrity or so-so sales and advertising being a burden, okay, my clients, we always had fun. It was fun to do our advertising. We sat there, we strategized together. We took, I work with you, okay? We take whatever incentives are available out there from the factory, and we get together and we work on our offers, okay? I don't call and ask you, what are we going to do, boss? Okay, well, we got 0.9% financing. What else are we going to do? I'm going to tell you what to do with the 0.9% financing, and I'm going to work with you, and we're going to put it together. Okay, so that's it. Okay, I can't think of anything else to say. If you think I've said too much, well, what the heck. But I think you found this to be very, very informative and useful. I hope you'll make the move. I hope you'll go with Go-Rilla, as I said. And my next little slogan, as it be, can't have too many of them as far as I'm concerned, especially when they're true. When it comes to anything that has to do, any question, any comment, whatever, that has to do with automotive advertising, marketing, production, trends, sales, whatever the case may be, remember these 3 words. Go-Rillas got it. One more time. Go-Rillas got it. Okay, so I'm going to throw up my contact information one more time. You've seen it a million times, but once again, I'll throw up my phone number, the web address, and my email address. And I do expect to be hearing from you sometime soon. And for the dealers that I talk to on the phone, I appreciate your input. Okay, I think I've addressed everything during this video and on the phone call that we had. And I'm expecting to be doing business with you all very, very shortly. Once again, just keep in mind, okay, a final selling point or the call to action. The only call to action here is whether or not you are satisfied with your agency taking you into the future and doing what it takes to be successful, or just being mired in mediocrity. Just remember, I am only going to represent 3 to 5 clients, and I will not, cannot, never have represented more than 1 client in any given market. Some do. Some want to whore themselves out. Okay, I don't apologize for that word. Many agencies are whores. Okay, but if you want straight up, honest, hardworking, know what the hell I'm doing, again, take a look at this contact information and get in touch with me. Again, as I've said in the past, before your competitor does. Thanks again for watching the video. As I say, it got long, but it was worth it. Take care now. Bye-bye.